Hey guys, Magnus Robber here, bringing you another Dead Walking Dead character video. Today we'll be looking at an obscure one, and that is unnamed Alexandrian resident, which I'm going to be naming after the actor's surname, so he is called Hill. Hill is of course male. He is played by Alex Hill. He is 30s in Season 7 and 40s in Season 11, and first appeared in Rockin' the Road. Nothing is known about Hill's life before the outbreak, but after it began, he found and joined Alexandria. Now, I'm not too sure when he found the community, but seeing as we first see him in Season 7, I'm going to go and say that it's likely he joined some point during the time skip after No Way Out. He likely heard about the fact that the community was now under the control of the Saviors, and also likely had to deal with the Saviors raiding his stuff, and then heard about Spencer and Olivia being killed inside the walls. In Season 7, Hill is seen on guard duty as Rick and Co arrive back from their trips to the Hilltop and the Kingdom. He then watches Simon and some Saviors arrive to check the community before he then watches them leave. In the finale, Hill is ready to battle the Saviors with the help of the Scavengers when they're suddenly betrayed by them and held captive by the Scavengers, who were meant to be on their side. Soon Carl fires some first shots and Hill helps liberate the community from the Saviors and Scavengers. Later he is seen at the speech by Maggie, Rick and Ezekiel. In Season 8, the man travels from Alexandria to the open field where all the leaders give their speeches for the upcoming war. He then is seen talking to some others before they head out to attack the sanctuary. After heading there, he hears Rick talk to Negan and have their little back and forth bickering before they begin to shoot at the Saviors, and also Hill helps to shoot out all the windows. Hill travels with the rest of the Alexandria militia to the office outpost of the Saviors. They drive up and shoot the community up. He helps pin the Saviors and kill as many as he can in the hopes that the dead ones will turn. Hill must have been shot or got injured at some point because during the shootout, and when the shootout is over, he is escorted away with a bunch of other injured Alexandrians. During the grenade attack, Hill is guided by Carl into the sewers for safety. He travels through the woods with the other Alexandrians. He sees Tara throw a zombie onto Dwight before they stop for a rest. Later, he waits by the swamp as Daryl and Co clear it for him and the other Alexandrians. He arrives at the hilltop with the others after travelling through the swamp, where they break the news about what happened with Carl and the bombing of Alexandria. Although not seen, he likely was involved in the battle with Simon's forces at the hilltop, and also probably helped the following night when a bunch of residents turned due to the tainted weapons. Hill was one of the lucky ones to survive. Hill is present in the final attack on the Saviors in an open field where Negan ambushes them. After the bullets explode in the Saviors' faces and hands, he charges and shoots the Saviors until they surrender. He watches Rick and Negan fight, and then Rick declares Negan is to be saved. He then listens to Rick's speech to everyone, and he also is present in Carl's dream sequence earlier in the season. That is the last we see of Hill. The actor is actually a stunt performer for the show and portrayed multiple zombies, so Alexandrian Hill never showed up again until Season 11. But I need to fill in some of the blanks before we get into his appearance in Season 11. So, in Season 9, he likely stayed at Alexandria as the bridge was being built. He heard about Rick's supposed death and then remained at Alexandria after the time skip. It's likely that he remained at Alexandria during the Kingdom's Fair to defend the community. In Season 10, he probably helped to deal with the incoming herd on Alexandria sent by the Whisperers, and also survived Beta's attack on the community. And then he evacuated Alexandria in the finale and took refuge in the tower. In Season 11, he was probably starving until the Commonwealth showed up and he decided to join the community. Eventually he was captured and sent to a labour camp where he began to do hard labour, removing stuff from the train tracks. As he worked, he talked to two Commonwealth residents that he likely befriended in the Commonwealth earlier. The three of them planned to flee the camp and escape. As the guards are distracted with Negan, Hill tells the other two to run, crawling under this thingy to flee into the woods. They're spotted and Hill hears a trooper yell out, "Heading into the trees!" The trooper then opens fire, and this happens to Hill. Shot to death by one of the Commonwealth troopers. At night, Hill turns into a walker along with his two friends. Hill walks towards the camp as a zombie and is shot again by a trooper, this time in the head, putting him down for good. His body is likely left at the camp to rot. R.I.P. Hill. Hill was yet another background character, but he's unique in that he's missing for Season 9, Season 10, and most of 11. I think technically it's meant to be a separate character, as in the one that appears in Season 11. I think it's meant to be just a Commonwealth resident, but I like to assume that it's the same person from Season 7 and 8 that survived this far only to be gunned down by the Commonwealth. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on Hill. Do you think I've scraped the bottom of the barrel yet? And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.